We'll go to the back.
Sultan, sound and disturb the Sultan.
Sir, photo, sir. Photo, ma'am.
Left hand, come this way. Yeah. Yeah, both of you straight. You're almost straight. Straight. Left over. Straight. Three of you straight. Straight back. Are you looking left? The center, sir?
Sir, yes, sir.
Sir, down side.
Sir, center, yeah.
Okay.
Buddy left.
Sir, wait. Sir, straight.
Sir, yes, sir. Okay, ma'am. Okay, ma'am.
Light cut panda.
Right.
Excuse me.
Here, straight.
Straight.
Ma'am, side. Ma'am. Actually, yes. Ma'am. Ma'am. Straight. Check. Ma'am. Ma'am. Here.
Look here.
I'm here, ma'am.
Look here.
I'm last. Okay, look here, ma'am. Here. I'm on the here, ma'am.
Ladies and gentlemen, can you hear me on the back? Yeah. So, well, it's an absolutely wonderful honor to be here this evening. And I'd like to specifically thank the chief hostess this evening, Aruna Krishna, brainchild Ritz for having invited us and asked us to be a part of this evening. I bring you greetings from the hundreds of families, the staff and their families of the Radiant Group of companies. You would be wondering that our group's motto is poverty alleviation by employment generation. So how is it that we are connected with an Uber lifestyle magazine like Ritz? To look at Ritz in the online dictionary, Ritz means an ostentatious and luxurious establishment. That's what it implies. But for me, Ritz has a deeper meaning. Ritz today represents, on this eve of the Independence Day, the new aspiration of the growing Indian middle and upper middle class growing into the upper classes. The changing lifestyle, the new aspiration that each and every page of this magazine represents. And the other important part of this lovely magazine is the unbridled optimism that you find running through the entire magazine. At a time in our country when the media at times is driven by a lot of pessimism, Ritz comes as a breath of fresh air. And there are a large number of people, year on year, today, the number of dollar millionaires in this country are increasing by 25%. That's no mean achievement, that's higher than Hong Kong. But, and their aspirations for this kind of Uber lifestyle does not end there. It's my firm belief that along with that, as they build their institutions of value, as they succeed and soar, along with them, a large number of talented Indians are also attached to their success stories, are finding means of livelihood and a source of sustenance. Because in this country, with this huge English-speaking talent pool that we have in urban India, there is the need of the hour is entrepreneurship. And this magazine represents a benchmark, something to aspire for, something like the cover story Varun Manian, who also incidentally shares our name with his Radiance Reality, an amazing success story there, who does 4 years in New York, but comes back to build a valuable institution, a system of, an institution of great value in this country. This is the changing phase of the modern Indian entrepreneur. And that's what Ritz stands to represent. Unbridled optimism. Well, on the eve of the Independence Day, it's great to interact with our guests for the last 2 years in the city of Chennai. The USA always makes good strategic decisions. I think building such a large consulate in Chennai was an important decision. And our Consul General, Jennifer McIntyre, what I'd like to say, and which I have been echoing in Harvard's global classrooms, that this is the moment of combining American enterprise with the amazing Indian opportunity. This unleashed 250 million middle class, the markets that you need, and American enterprise and expertise combined with quality Indian entrepreneurship is the way to go forward. I think on the eve of this Independence Day, and it's been a great pleasure interacting with you this evening, I'd like to leave that as a thought with you. Also, our honored guest this evening, our Honorable Member of Parliament, Mr. Subramaniam Swamy, always reminds us of the impending elections next year. But in addition to that, I think in a moment of great sobriety, I'd like to thank you, sir, for having been so humane and working so hard to ensure that there is complete justice in the Nirbhaya case, which is always so close to our hearts. Well, I think I've taken a little more time than I should, and I can keep rambling on, but let me take this occasion once again to congratulate Aruna and her team. 9 years is too short. There should be 90 years of rest as we go ahead. Thank you very much.
Good evening. It's my great pleasure to be here at the 9th anniversary celebration of Ritz, one of South India's most widely read lifestyle magazines. Congratulations to Ms. Aruna Krishnan and the Ritz team for bringing out such a fine publication. When I was appointed as the U.S. Consul General in Chennai, many of my friends and colleagues congratulated me on my very good fortune to live for a few years in the cultural capital of India. As soon as I arrived in this wonderful city 2 years ago, I was immediately swept into its vibrant culture, life of music, dance concerts, film, theater, art, food, the list goes on. Whether I'm attending a concert at a Saba, visiting the serene surroundings of Kalakshetra, attending a play during a theater festival, or enjoying the fun of a stand-up comedy show, I've been constantly amazed at the variety of activities that Chennai offers. Magazines like Ritz play an important role in highlighting Chennai's rich cultural and social life, not just for the people living in the city, but also for those who do not. Ritz not only brings global attention to Chennai, but also functions as a catalyst for innovation and new thought, and also has great feature articles about eminent personalities of Chennai and their accomplishments. And a perfect example is this feature story in the 9th anniversary edition of Ritz about young and dynamic businessman Varun Manian. Tonight, I'm also honored to be able to help unveil Mr. Tota Tarani's special work of art to commemorate Ritz's 9 successful years. I understand the work was inspired by Beethoven's 9th Symphony. Mr. Tarani also created the beautiful mural that adorns the outside wall of the U.S. consulate. The mural is almost 115 feet long, it's 4 feet wide, and it's pretty hard to miss as you're driving along on Anasalai. Thank you, Mr. Tarani, not only for creating that beautiful mural, but involving more than 50 underprivileged children to work with you on that project. I'm going to be very intrigued to see your latest creation. So let me conclude tonight by congratulating again Ms. Aruna Krishnan on the success of the Ritz magazine, and wish you and your team many, many more successful years, 90 will do, in the future. Thank you.
In the city today, you know what I mean? Basically in Chennai, people are always a little shy, a little kind of, they don't like to put themselves out there, you know. I love Aruna because she is who she is. She doesn't try to scream self-hoss from the rooftops. She's ambitious, she's unashamed to be ambitious, which is such a breath of fresh air, because women generally don't like to be perceived as ambitious. I think most cultures, everyone kind of frowns at women who look ambitious or talk ambitious or behave ambitious. Everyone wants a woman to be manipulative and pretend to be innocent and sweet and actually be ambitious from inside, you know. And Aruna is a fantastic, dynamic young woman, and I really wish we have more of her, more people like her in Chennai and in South India. Thank you.
Oh, thank you very much.
For Ritz, Aruna, it's been awesome, the association with you, and the platform and popularity and everything that's come with being associated with Ritz. And thank you for giving us the platform to expose what we do and show it off to the world. It's been an awesome experience, and I wish you the best for years to come.
A lot of us really look up to you for what you've been doing, and like Rahani rightly said, I wish there are many more of Arunas to come to Chennai, because I think Chennai deserves that. While I say that, I'm very humbled to be amongst all the beautiful people today, and it gives us great pleasure to use this platform to reach out, and I would like to thank Ritz for giving us a platform to do that, and I'm sure you're going to continue to do awesome. Thank you.